Hey folks, it's time for the Sarasota County Real Estate Market Report for the month of October. Each month we take the press release from the Real Estate Association of Sarasota and Manatee and we review the numbers for you so that you can use that information to make the best decisions in your real estate needs. Make sure you hang in there until the end because there's some really interesting information in the luxury market that I want to make sure you take a look at. So without further ado, let's just jump right into single family homes, and we start with closed sales. Closed sales for single family homes is down 19.6% to 513 sales. Last month that number was also down 1.9%. So you can see it's kind of accelerated a little bit in September. And with the weather we've been having down here the last couple of months, that may be interesting to take a look at next month. That's probably going to be down as well because a lot of things went on hold and they're going to get pushed into the following month. Active inventory for single family homes is up 31.6% with 2,841 active listings. And there's the infamous number. We talk about it every month, month's supply of inventory. It's up 28.6% to 4.5 months. That number has been creeping up each and every month. We're starting to get into an equilibrium area. So just again, we always keep our eye on that because sellers, it's really important to know where your position is with regard to your leverage. And that also applies to the buyers. So an equilibrium number is where everyone will hopefully end up walking away from the table with a deal that they can all feel like they were treated fairly. So keep an eye on that number as we jump into the other classifications too. It'll be interesting to see the number for luxury properties. Median days to contract is up 77.8% to 48 days. Another number we're all very interested in seeing is median sales price. That number is down 0.8% to $490,000. Now, with the inventory continuing to increase, you would expect to see the number to be up or down maybe 1 or 2% as we hit equilibrium. If it starts to head more into the 7 or 8 or 9 month worth of inventory, you're going to see the median sales price drop quite a bit. But right now we're not at that number, so down 0.8% or 1% for all intents and purposes is a pretty decent number. Things are pretty stable right now. Now let's jump over to townhomes and condominiums. And closed sales for townhomes and condos is down 21.2% with 230 sales. There seems to be some consistency starting to show itself in closed sales in townhomes and condos because last month's number, it was down 22.2%. Active inventory for townhomes and condos is up 36% with 1,617 listings on the market. Month supply of inventory is up 42.1% to 5.4 months. So that number is a little bit higher than single family homes. And you've been reading a lot about the townhomes and condos in Florida. It's mostly the older ones that are in need of milestone inspections and reserve studies. And that's been a big effect on the market. Those are starting to get finished, those inspections and those studies, and assessments and condo fees are starting to get adjusted. So that's going to be something that you have to keep an eye on. It seems to now start to be leveling off, but we'll see how it works going forward. Again, I think next month's numbers are going to be a little bit of an anomaly because of the recent weather we've had. But the following few months should really start to give us a clearer picture. So let's go to days to contract. It's up 46.2% to 57 days. Median sales price is down 4% to $380,000. That number is slowing down a little bit. Just to give you an idea, the month before, median sales price was down 10.5% to $345,000. So you might start to see, because these, again, inspection reports and reserve studies are starting to come in and be applied, you might see that number just start to become a little bit less, down 4%, down 3%. We shall see as we move forward. But now let's jump into luxury properties. And by luxury properties, we're talking about townhomes, condos, and single family homes with this number. Any property in Sarasota County over $1 million. And closed sales for luxury properties is down 8% with 103 sales last month. Active inventory for luxury properties is up 7.2% with 711 active listings. These next three numbers are showing a shift in the luxury property market. First one is month supply of inventory. It's down 11.7% to 5.3 months. So it was heading more and more towards the buyers, but this last number actually is moved back towards the seller a little bit. So again, we're in the equilibrium area, and that should be reflected in the pricing we'll see as we move to the next couple of numbers. Days to contract, this one really popped. It's down 158.8% to 17 days. Now that's the median number, which means half of the properties that are listed right now, they're on more than 17 days, and half of them are on for less than 17 days. And that's reflected in the fact that buyers are out there and they're willing to make a deal that they feel is fair. And it seems to me that the sellers have made their adjustment knowing that the market has changed. They're not trying to push the price anymore, and buyers are willing to make deals that everyone feels happy about. Let's jump to the median number for sale price and see if that's reflected in that number. But first, let's look at median percent of original list price. It's at 97.3%. That is up from last year when it was 94.3%. Again, this is reflected in the fact that the sellers are starting to price their properties appropriately, adjusting to the market. And it certainly seems to be reflected in the median sales price number. It's up 3%. Now that number last month was down 3%, and we had seen that number either be equal or down for the last few months. So the market's showing us that the adjustment is being made and the sales price is being adjusted as well. It's up 3%. That's pretty average. You know, you have inflation at 2.5%, 3%. So it's kind of an equilibrium number. The luxury property market has started to adjust. You're going to see an anomaly next month because, again, we had Helene and we had Milton in the last 2 months that have affected the real estate market quite a bit down here, but that is short-lived. I know there's been a lot of damage to people on the waterfront properties, but my phone started to ring again. Buyers are starting to think about the wintertime and how cold it gets up north, so we're still going to see people coming down to buy. So what is the market telling us? Well, the luxury property market is starting to make its adjustment. You can see it in the numbers. The days on market is going down. The month supply of inventory is going down. And that's because the sellers have stopped pushing price high. Overall, neighborhood pockets, they change. You know, if there's a high demand in a particular neighborhood, you might still be able to do it. But overall, things have started to become equilibrium. And you won't see a lot of real high price changes until that inventory starts to get absorbed. So as that days on market is going down, that's a good thing. As long as the month supply of inventory starts heading back to 4, 3, 2, you're going to see pricing kind of stay kind of stagnant right now, and that's okay. It's good for the market. So there you have it. That's the Sarasota County Real Estate Market Report for October. Before you leave, do us a favor and hit the subscribe button so you will be updated on all our latest videos. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. It works great for the algorithm so that we can pop up for other folks that are looking for this information. And if you'd like to leave a comment down below, I'd like to know your thoughts with regard to where the market's at right now and where you think it's going heading forward. And remember, the more you focus on the good, the more good comes into your life. We'll see you around town.